I've had people be like, why are you doing Twitch? And why did you trade Twitch for YouTube? I haven't. I promise I haven't. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back to another studio vlog, everybody. It has been so long. Let's get into the video. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, baby. It has been a very, very long time since you guys have seen me here on YouTube. I think the last video I posted was in May. So it's been a long time because we're basically into September now. It's August 30th right now. As I'm filming this, it's a Monday. And yeah, I kind of want to say hi, I'm back. I've had a lot of people be like, oh, you're like quitting YouTube, that's so sad. And oh, when's the next YouTube? It's been so long. And I've had people be like, why are you doing Twitch? And why did you trade Twitch for YouTube? I haven't. I promise I haven't. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why I've not posted on YouTube lately, and I'm going to get into those. So sit tight, we'll chat. So a lot of things have happened in the past 4-ish months, and I actually did film quite a bit of it. At one point, I had everything all planned out for a studio vlog 22, I think. I had all the clips ready to go. I filmed a lot of my shop relaunch. I was really excited about that, and I was really excited about posting a vlog kind of around that. And then I don't know what happened. It just like so much time had passed, and it had gotten to the point where like a month had passed, and then 2 months had passed, and I finally took all the 90 some clips and threw them into my editing software, and I had completely forgotten how I wanted it to go together. I filmed things completely out of order, and it was just like this huge nightmare, and I felt so overwhelmed by it that I just kept not dealing with it. And then because I knew I had 90 some clips to edit from that vlog, I like didn't want to film more stuff, even though I was doing stuff, like even though I was like making new products and like working on new art, and I had so much stuff that I could have shown you guys and I wanted to share with you guys, but I didn't want to film anything else because it was just making me more overwhelmed. It was like a snowball effect, and so I kind of avoided filming anything else for that reason. So yeah, this like 90 some clips of the studio vlog that could be is still just like sitting in like purgatory. And another thing too is I've had some summer trips. I had a camping trip for a week, and then I had a cottage trip for a week, and they were kind of staggered, but these are kind of like, these trips were the only time that I've like left my house since like last summer, I think. So for some reason, like I was so stressed about them, and it just like became this big deal, and I needed to like plan for them. And so like the week before my trip, I was like all stressed out, and then the week after my trip, I was like all stressed out trying to get caught back up, and then I had my other trip, and then the same thing happened. And actually right now, as I'm filming this, it is August 30th, and I just got back from my other trip. So I just got back now, and I'm finally sitting down trying to get my life back in order. But yeah, that just kind of like threw everything out of whack. But yeah, so I have not quit YouTube, I promise. I'm back. I'm excited to get back into a routine again. That's my plan. I feel like I keep saying this. I keep wanting to be in a routine of like weekly vlogs, but then life happens. So I'm not gonna be mean to myself. It's fine. We're here now. But yeah, eventually I kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, I can sink hours and hours and hours of time into sorting through all this footage and editing it up and publishing it like months after the fact. And I can let that like take away from filming new stuff that I'm working on now, or I can just scrap it and start fresh where we are now. And I have had a meeting with myself, and I've made an executive decision to do that. So I'm scrapping that footage for now. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. And we're gonna start fresh because, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. I have a lot of cool stuff in the works, and I want to share it all with you, and I don't want this like looming snowball of like past stuff to like knock me out. So anyway, we're gonna start fresh. and I have a lot of fun stuff that I want to share with you guys and show you guys, and I think it's going to be a good week. You guys saw me making my plan, so I made this master to-do list. I've started doing this more and more, but every week I try to make like a master list, and I'll like separate it by like shop tasks, Patreon tasks, YouTube tasks. I have like a little special category here for my fall shop update because that is something that I want to get out very, very soon. And now I'm going to take this and break it into my planner into like daily things. So that's like my plan. Because as many of you guys know, starting from July 1st, I'm now a self-employed person. I don't think I've not been a self-employed person since being on YouTube yet. And I feel kind of like a failure a little bit, I think, because in my mind, I felt that once I became self-employed, once I had so much less contract work, well, let me explain that a little bit first. So for anybody who doesn't know yet, I feel like I've talked about this in past videos, but for anybody who doesn't know, I went from being a full-time contract worker for an indie game studio, and my contract ended and they didn't need to renew it at that time. So I went from working full-time for them to now working basically full-time for myself. I do have one indie game contract still lingering, but for the most part, I'm working for myself, which is crazy. So I'm doing things like my Etsy store, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, and yeah, it's been crazy, and I feel like a failure for not sharing more of it with you guys. It's just, this is how it happened, and here we are. So yeah, I'm a fully self-employed person now, and it's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I was feeling a little bit like a failure because I kept telling myself and I kept telling you guys that once I reached this point where I didn't have as much contract work weighing me down, I figured I would be able to be better at making YouTube content. And that didn't happen because I have not released a new YouTube video in months. So I feel I'm kind of kicking myself a little. I don't know. It is what it is. A lot of things were going on. I kind of already explained it. All I can do now is try to get to that point in the future because I really love YouTube and I've missed YouTube. When I was in a really good routine of like publishing YouTube videos, it felt so good. Like I would wake up and I would get dressed and I would like try and like put on a little bit of makeup because I knew I was going to be on camera, and I would like film starting my day, and then I would film all my tasks, and like there was something very, very rewarding about it. But I think I just got like more and more frantic leading up to the point where I became self-employed because I had such high expectations for myself in like so many ways, and I think it just like leaded me to reach like a burnout. And then I was just like clinging to like my vacation so much, and I'm like, okay, once I rest I'll like be better. But then after that, as I got like more and more overwhelmed and more burnt out, I would like not put on makeup. I would spend my entire day in my pajamas. My studio would be a disaster, so I didn't feel like filming because everything just like felt really cluttered, and like I didn't want to show you guys that. And I feel like my appearance and the appearance of my space is like very tied to like my mental health and like my mental state. And I feel like it just goes to show very clearly that like I wasn't doing super well. It's funny how like I became self-employed and I had so much more time, yet suddenly I just felt like I didn't. And I think I kind of hid a little bit with Twitch. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. Oh my gosh, I've been rambling for so freaking long. Miss you guys a lot. I'm excited to make more YouTube videos, and I have a lot to show you guys, so stay tuned. Hi everybody. Sorry, I'm awfully shiny. It's very hot outside again. But I wanted to show you guys something really exciting that I've been working on lately. If you've been tuning into my Twitch streams, you'll have seen me work on this and you'll kind of know what it is. But I'm designing my first ever washi tape, which is super exciting. And I think I found a manufacturer that I want to work with, and I've kind of been going back and forth with them for a little bit now. So I'm going to show you guys what I've worked on so far and what they told me to do, and then I'll show you guys as I work on it, and I'll show you guys the final result of the file that I'm going to send out to the manufacturer. So this is kind of what I have so far. So I've taken my Forest Treasures print and I've kind of split it up into a washi tape design. So this was just like a file template that I made for myself, but the manufacturer that I've been working with sent me this. So they sent me this whole PDF kind of outlining how they want me to prepare the file and gave me some tips and stuff like that. This is specifically tips for foil, which I'm not going to be diving into this time, but maybe in the future. This is helpful too. But yeah, so I've kind of like read through all of this. They also sent me a Photoshop file. So I'm just going to take what I've been working on and transfer it to this file and kind of fix things up based off of their feedback, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. So this is where I'm at the moment. It's kind of hard to see. This is actually so challenging to fit so many little tiny bits on something so small, and I'm kind of worried that they're not going to read super well. And on top of that, I actually do need to make them even smaller, because as you can see, like, there's some things that are just sticking out weirdly, especially at the end there. So I need to do some editing and tweaking. As soon as I'm done doing that tweaking, I'm gonna send it off to the manufacturer and see what they say. Hi everybody, it is now 6 o'clock and I've reached the time of the day where the sun is like shining directly on my monitor. I'll show you. The sun, my monitor. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's not ideal working conditions. But I printed off a test of my washi. This is just on standard paper, so obviously it's like not the best, but I think it's really cute. I just made some tweaks so that the yellow leaves stand out a little bit more against the background. I really have been struggling with what colors to use for the background, but I think just making them stand out a little bit better makes a big difference. So we're gonna go with that, and then I just need to design a little sticker and then they're done. Good morning everybody. It's 8:30 on Tuesday, which means it's a stream day. So I have to get ready for the day, and I'm gonna have my first stream back for a while, a week, because I was away. So I'm excited. I'm gonna make some coffee too, and then we'll get going. Also, I love how this leaf is just like taking up my whole mirror. It's like, no, look at me. Look at me. I mean, to be fair, it's freaking beautiful. I finished my stream. It was so lovely. I'm always a little nervous when I take a break away that I'm going to come back to stream and nobody's gonna show up and everybody's gonna have forgotten about me. And I always feel that way with pretty much every social media when I take a break, as I'm sure many people also can relate to. It hits different with Twitch because you're literally live. Like, at least if I post this YouTube video and no one sees it, I don't have to like actively be there while it happens, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, it was really lovely. I love the Twitch community so much. I just made another coffee. Oh, you can't see the little fancy toppings on it. But yeah, I made another coffee. It's a decaf. We're trying to only have one caffeinated coffee a day because caffeine hurts me. And I'm already a very anxious person. So I think caffeine is not helping with that. And I have insomnia. So I think cutting back on caffeine is a good decision to make. It's now 1:30. I had my lunch. I've been working on a little bit of stuff while I was eating, and now I'm gonna dive back into my to-do list, and I need to check up with my manufacturer to see if they gave me any feedback about the washi tape design that I sent to them yesterday. So I'm a little nervous to see what they're gonna say. Yesterday, I actually had like a little meltdown about my washi tape design, and I was like, should I even be making this? Like, I'm not sure if I'm liking how it's turning out. This is an old design because it's made from my Forest Treasures print. I just took all the mushrooms from it and created the washi tape design. And that print I made like last year. So I'm like, it's old art, it's not even new. And I started just like beating myself up so much about it. And I'm like, it's gonna be so late. Like, so many people have already gotten their shop updates out and it's only the 31st of August. everybody has fall stuff already. I'm so behind. But anyway, I decided I'm just gonna do it anyway. We're gonna take a shot and see how it goes. So I'll definitely be documenting that process. And I think I'm gonna put like a full in-depth how I made my washi from start to finish. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and get back to work. Okay, so I'm reading this message that I received from my manufacturer. I don't know if I can call them my manufacturer yet because they've not manufactured anything for me, but I'm like 99% sure that I'm gonna go through with them. First off, this woman is so cute. She uses that little like smiley face. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the two like up arrows with the little like colon at the bottom. I used to use that face so much when I was younger. I love it. Anyway, she's really lovely. And she just told me that she sent me another template for the round sticker, which is perfect because I'd rather just use their templates and know that it's gonna be like the perfect size. And then she also said that they just got like a whole bunch of designs to be checked by their team and that it may take a little bit of time, which is totally understandable, but also sucks because I was really hoping to get this like manufactured like as soon as possible. But I imagine there's probably a lot of people who are trying to get in their fall washi tapes. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll get back to me relatively soon, and I'll definitely get the round label sticker out to her today, so we'll see. Hi everybody, it's voiceover Krista again. Here I'm just outlining some of the stickers for my fall Halloween shop update. I'll have more info on that hopefully in my next video. I really hope you guys like the stuff that I've been working on, and I can't wait to show you guys even more. So stay tuned. Hi everybody, my hair is a little bit different. I got bored and decided to dye it pink. So here we are. It is now Thursday. It's another stream day, so I'm gonna be streaming in like 20 minutes. I'm all ready to go. I have my coffee, I have my to-do list, and it's gonna be a good day. So I'm excited. So my stream has been over for a couple of hours now. I had some lunch and now I'm getting settled doing some other tasks. But I wanted to touch base with you guys again to tell you kind of what I'm up to. I have to get some orders and some Patreon stuff done. So I did something different with August Patreon, where some of you guys might already know about this because I've talked about this on a couple different platforms, but I tried having 2 different shipping like cutoff dates. So if you are pledged to my Happy Mail by the 15th, then you get your Happy Mail sent out a little bit early than having to wait for after the end of the month. Because the way my Patreon works is if you pledge anytime during the month, you're gonna get that month's Happy Mail, which means typically in the past, I wouldn't ship out my Happy Mail goodies until a day or 2 after the end of the month, usually. I tried something a little bit different, and so far I think it's been working out really great. A lot of people have already gotten their August Happy Mail deliveries, which makes me really happy. And it also takes a lot of pressure off of me during like the end of the month transition to the beginning of a new month, because there's so much that goes on like with Patreon and shop stuff and that, like it just gets really busy. So I don't really have too many other Patreon things to pack up because the bulk of them were done earlier in the month. And then I have some shop orders to do as well. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me for that. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'm almost through my letters, but I have a couple more to do yet and it's gonna start getting dark soon, so I figured I would wrap up while I still have daylight. But thank you guys so much for joining me for another studio vlog. I'm excited to get into the habit of making these weekly again, so fingers crossed there will be a brand new one next week as well. I feel really weird. I feel like I don't really know how to talk to the camera anymore. I don't know what to film. I don't really know what I'm doing after taking so many months off, so hopefully this turns out okay. Another thing too is I just released the newest rewards for September's Patreon, and it's gonna be Harry Potter themed, and I'm really excited. So I'll put a little picture of that right here so you can see what it's gonna look like. I made an illustration of Hedwig with some magic books and wand and some potions and a sky. And I did that not mostly actually, I did a lot of that on Twitch, so you can check out the VOD if you want to, but that's gonna be the art print and the wallpaper for September. And then I have a little bunny sticker as well that says up to no good, which I thought was cute. If you guys like Harry Potter, it might be worth checking out. We're also gonna do some exclusive Patreon videos this month, which I'm super excited about. We're gonna do a Q&A video, and I've never filmed one of those before, so it should be lots of fun. Sorry, enough of the Patreon promo. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to all you lovely people who are following me on all my socials. Thank you to everybody who thumbs up at this video as well. It really helps me, especially since I've been off the platform for so long. So yeah, thank you. See you guys next week. Bye! At one point I had everything all... I just spit.